I feel like this tank fits in here really nicely. Just saying.
I mean, it looks perfect in there.
I actually bought it to put it in the back initially.
No, I actually like it better up there. Then you can throw like your towels and whatnot on top if you had to.
Yeah, you put it on top.
Even if you had like a small duffel bag, you can just go. Sorry, you don't have blind spot monitors? You're good.
Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we got something really special. We have the coolest twin turbo C8 in the world, bar none. There is no cooler twin turbo C8 in the world right now than what we have here. That's literal. That's Eric's. So my shop manager, Eric's, who's also the Boosted One on YouTube. Go subscribe. This is his 2020 Corvette C8, which is twin turboed. He did it at his own house on his own time and put the interchiller on. So we're gonna find out what she makes right now. What I can tell you is the temperatures are insane. 90 some degrees outside, intake air temperatures in the 20s. Nuts. Ooh. Let's see what she does.
This was 100% a one-off. I want boost now.
I was tired of waiting. I could have waited for another set of manifolds, and I was like, nah.
Those factory ones look like they'll work.
I took a hacksaw to them, like, well, it's gonna turn it back now. I'm gonna let it idle for a little bit, and the interchiller do its thing.
So, you were not a big believer of that.
I'm a believer of a certain particular setup. I don't like adding all the extra fanciness to them, but the interchiller alone works pretty well.
I can't believe you said that.
Well, I don't like all the tanks and the valves and all the craziness. I just like chiller and the heat exchange.
Yeah, no, it works really good.
And on this car, you don't, it's a pain in the ass to add a heat exchanger unless you do the one in the thing here that you can get. But how much is that really going to get alone, like airflow? I don't think it's going to be enough.
I don't know, you'd have to rig it that the fan would be on all the time.
Yeah, I just don't think it's going to be enough. And those fans don't run nearly as fast as these. Like, unless it's in a fault mode. In a fault mode, this thing sounds like a tornado.
Yeah, no, I had it on mine the other day.
Yeah.
It was like really funny because you walk by the front and you're like, whoa, what is this? And
that fan right there, the bastard on the driver's side, is loud.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing for it to pull through. It's just open.
Yeah.
I did look at it when I had it apart there. We literally take that plastic piece out and sit between 3 drummers and drop the rat in. So,
Any bets? Any guesses?
I'm going to say 5 to 7 for the first pull.
Oh, for the first pull. what do we want to like keep it under? So one of the things that's really important that you guys need to understand is this is basically an LT1 engine. It's an LT2, but it's got the LT1 internal, and they fail somewhere around the 700 horsepower mark.
That's the upper limit.
Yeah, I think that.
I mean, just because somebody else puts it there doesn't make it safe.
Yeah, I aim for just under 700.
It touches it on the dyno, whatever, all back.
Yeah.
If I blow this one up, I got a spare coming.
Yeah, for those that don't know,
Expensive spare.
Like, okay, we're moving everything over, and it looks like I'm selling this one.
Who wants to buy a roller? Who's sneezing?
Okay, so temperature, it's 87 degrees in the shop with an obscene amount of humidity. And Eric, where's your IAT here?
blue one.
Oh my gosh.
Not focusing, but there you go.
34 degrees! That's nuts! And it's just getting cooler, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still going down. I'm gonna let it, go down a little bit.
Oh man. Okay, so I said 630 first pull.
20?
620.
32.
It's at 32?
Yeah. Let it go.
I want to see if we can see it on the throttle body. I can't see shit.
Now, if you see the pipe leading to it, how it's like gray colored. I mean, the throttle body's cold to the touch.
Yeah. I'm not gonna try. I'll just hurt myself. Temperature's still falling, 30 degrees. Getting cooler and cooler. Is it gonna swap into the 20s on an 87 degree day? Yes, it is. 28, baby, 28, getting colder and colder. The temperature just dropped into the 20s.
How is that possible?
It's the interchiller, a Forced Inductions Interchiller. Kind of joint effort with Forced Inductions Interchiller and CSP. He's still waiting for us to tell him how we did it.
Oh.
He knows I installed it yet.
I told him.
We might as well start now. Yeah, it's 90 degrees in here, basically.
90 degrees. Basically 50% humidity.
Did you log it? Yeah, log it. Man, you didn't log it. I saw like 580.
Oh.
612.
What did it make?
612.
Yes! No, wait, I went over. I let out early.
You cut out early.
Yeah. So that was letting off at 5,200 RPM.
Well, we need to get a full pull.
I don't know if it's gonna let.
Well, shit. Let's do it. So if you guys were curious how cold it's getting, the intercool. Oh my God, it's so cold. I wonder if that'll freeze over, like here. Interchill it. Okay, so the first partial pull, we took it to 5,200 RPMs, made 612 rear wheel horsepower. We're gonna rev it out this time. We're gonna see what she does. And hopefully not kaboom, because that would be really bad. Really, really bad. horsepower. Everything seems to be together here. Well, listen to them. And what she put down. This is Nick Wright, apparently. Hang on. $631 rear wheel horsepower. 631 on what? 5 pounds?
4.8.
4.8 pounds. That's insane. What the hell? That's actually way better than the previous generation would respond.
Oh yeah.
Like way better. So maybe we should turn it up?
Yep.
Okay. Any more boost?
Nah, it's not coming up. 4.9 if you want to count 0.1.
Oh, 0.1. It made 0.1 more boost. Same.
0.03 more horsepower.
Yeah. Woo! Same boost. Nope. Maybe the solenoid's
Could be.
that sucked.
Worked before.
You got?
This is Johnny's Dynograph, the red one, and this is the C8 pull. So we're gonna go give it to Johnny to hand to Eric, just to talk shit. Let's go hand it to him.
That's why the C6 is the best Corvette ever.
Oh yeah, I can put one out that's a little higher than that.
I'm okay there.
Okay guys, we are going to be running about 9.5 pounds of boost. Let's see what kind of shenanigans we get into and if we can take the highest powered top mount seat, I don't know, whatever freaking thing you say. That is 693. Holy shit. That's a little too much. I think we should back it down.
And the clutch said no.
Woo! Woo! 670 rear wheel horsepower. 670. That's pretty badass. SAE, none of that STD bullshit.
It held that time fine. See where the fuel went. I love how it has wiping.
Yeah.
And I let out at 6,400 apparently.
I like how you let out and the temperatures are still below ambient.
Yeah, they're in the 50s right after the pull too.
So Eric's final numbers come up at about 670 rear wheel horsepower, and you can see that from his best run on bone stock, it is a gain of over 200 rear wheel horsepower. And this is only at like 7 pounds of boost as opposed to the 5 pounds, which yielded 640, I believe, which is pretty awesome sauce. Very happy about that. Look at that gain. That's a lot of crazy power in here. You can see how the 641, this is at 4.8 pounds of boost, was doing really, really good too. We kind of like what we're seeing with this. Really excited for a tuning solution to come out. Now the dyno did show one of those fancy 693 rear wheel horsepower numbers, but the clutches were slipping. And it did also show a heck of a lot more torque, but what we did was we put it at a safe area that we could actually drive it on the street, and the transmission still shift with some of the cool little things that we've done behind the scenes that I'm not telling you guys about. But I will give you a little hint. It is akin to what is going on with Amelia Hartford's, I think I got her name right, her car. So yeah, we are piggybacking on some degree, but we're not going to tell you how we're doing it. And then for those of you who are wondering, the standard numbers, so STD numbers, as I like to call them, are up another like 15 rear wheel horsepower above where they were from the factory there. So if you're trying to compare it to the other two YouTuber land people, well, then you gotta like add some to our numbers, because we usually just use SAE because that's what this car came as the standard. That's what it was rated as. So, yep. Well, that about wraps it up. We kind of settled at like the 670 mark to keep the transmission happy. We do have some tricks that we're going to try in the near future, but truthfully, when we get to be able to actually tune these things, it's going to unlock so many doors. It's going to be absolutely wonderful. We're just not there yet, so we're kind of hacking around doing some of the little things that we wanted to do. We can get this thing to shift under full throttle at roughly 7 pounds of boost, which is really awesome. I haven't heard of anybody else doing that. Basically, a lot of the guys are getting those numbers and then they're dropping them down to keep the transmission happy during shifts, and we have a little trick up our sleeve that we're able to get around that. I bleeped out a couple little things in the video and deleted some more information because we're not ready to share that just yet. We do have a lot of good things coming up, such as my twin turbo kit. We have our manifolds back from Fowler. Now I'm still doing the Cook's test. It's long and hard, and I'm just waiting for the right days to keep the conditions as similar as possible so I can get the exact same data that I had before. We're very, very similar days, so the comparison is really, really good. But it's been very hot lately, and really putting this stuff on. I got the cats on now, and we're going to test that soon. Just waiting for the right day. And then once that's all done, we're going to start the turbo kit setup on my car, doing roughly the same thing, except we're going to be using a G1 Pro intake manifold, ideally, that will have the intercooler brick inside of it. We're also going to use the Forced Inductions Interchiller. I can't believe how well it's been working on Eric's car, dropping into the 20s on this 90-degree day. Unbelievable. And then we're going to be using the comp oilless turbos, just like on Eric's car, because these engines are so susceptible to any kind of oiling issue that it can actually kill the engine that we didn't even want to risk it. And ask me how I know? Well, I know because my C7 twin turboed, my UPP kit, the turbos were sucking up too much oil from the system, and it ended up killing the car. It lowered the oil pressure down too far, and the system wasn't happy. And, well, it killed the lifter. It didn't kill the car. It just killed the lifter, and we had to use certain restrictors to keep things happy. And we didn't even want to risk it on this, especially if we're going to make this into like some serious kits. So, fun stuff. I'm rambling. I'm going to get going. I hope you guys have a great night, great day, wherever you're watching this. Enjoy, stay safe out there, and adios.